So we are at the Systech stand at the AIPIA 2019 and we're talking to Alistair Taylor. First of all, what is Systech?
Systech is a company that helps our customers protect their products, so brand protection against three main areas: anti-counterfeiting, diversion, and regulatory compliance. So we help our customers in those three areas.
And you're a US-based company?
Yeah, we're based out of Princeton in the US, but we've got offices right across the world. So 2 offices in Europe, offices in India, and in China, and we have a very strong partner program which is global on top of that.
Is this the first time on this Congress?
No, this is the second time. We were here last year, which was excellent. It was a really good show, really worthwhile. I think for packaging, for innovation, for new things, it's probably the paramount show globally for that element. Yeah.
And I know that later today you're going to give a presentation saying something like your existing packaging is already connected. What do you mean by that?
So yeah, we've got a technology that allows us to work with what's already on the packaging. So we base our technology around the barcode. By barcode I mean QR code, 2D data matrix, or EAN, UPC barcode. So it's something that's already printed on 95 to 98% of all products globally. So we're not adding anything new, we're not adding a near-field device, an RFID chip, we're not printing anything additional onto that pack, we're just going to use the elements that are already printed there, so the barcode, 2D data matrix, QR code. And what we do is we look at the microscopic errors in the printing. So every time you print something under a camera, blown up, there are microscopic printing failures in that barcode, 2D matrix, QR code. And we have a system where we look at that under a camera on a production line at speed, so up to 1,000 parts per minute or more, and we can identify all of those errors. And those errors allow us to give a unique identifier to every pack, every case, every pallet. Then using a smartphone through the supply chain, those products can be scanned for different uses. So it could be for track and trace the product through a registered supply chain. So you know who you supply to, you know your distributors, you know your resellers, and they scan it through for you, so you get a full train through that. Or it might be for diversion purposes, where you have inspectors that go out, and in Germany they're looking for products from Austria because the margins are different, and because it's cheaper in Austria, someone's bought it in Austria, gone over the border, and is now selling your product at a reduced or at full price in that particular marketplace. And the final one we help people with is counterfeits, where it is a fake product. So it looks real, it looks genuine, the packaging looks exactly the same, but it's actually a fake product. And again, we use that with a smartphone. You take a picture of the barcode, and from that we tell you whether that's on the system or not. If it's on the system, it's good, it's authentic. If it's not on the system, it's a suspect. And that's the core of the solution that we have. What makes it unique on top of that is the fact that counterfeiters don't know it's there. So you're not using any specialist equipment, you're just using a smartphone and using an app to take a picture of that barcode, and they can't replicate it. Because if you think about it, if they print another box with exactly the same barcode on, it's going to have new print errors in. So even if you photocopy it, you have high-level screen printing, film printing, whatever, you're going to introduce new errors. So the counterfeiters can't copy it, it's covert, and for the businesses, the brand owner, there's no extra cost because they're not adding anything to their package.
But that means for the consumer that they have to download an app, and that from the brand owner side, they need to somehow tell the consumer that they should scan this barcode.
Yeah, so what we find typically with brands, well, there's multiple ways to do it. With some brands, they have an incentive scheme, so they've already got an app. They have an app for their products, and they put our technology behind that app. So it's not a counterfeit app, it's not a diversion app, it's their marketing app. So they typically use QR codes for this sort of technology. The consumer scans it and they get a benefit. That's how they motivate the consumer, is to get a benefit. Other customers of ours, they put the benefit at the retailer. So instead of the individual who purchases it scanning it, the actual retailer, the end retailer scans it, and then they get the reward for doing it. So yeah, typically there has to be some reward for someone to scan something, unless you're in a market which has got high counterfeits. So if you take the baby milk scandal in China. They were desperate for real product. And they would scan. If you said on our packs, download this app and scan it, and we'll tell you whether this is the real milk or not, they would have scanned in that situation. So there's loads of different ways of doing it, but typically, yes, there has to be a reward or a driver to scan that.
So has this been on the market for a while, or is it brand new?
We've had the technology for about 5 or 6 years, but we've taken our time to roll it out because it is a groundbreaking technology, and it's a very simple technology. So we wanted to prove it. So we've rolled it out slowly over time with lots of pilot schemes, lots of testing, lots of academic testing as well as in the field testing with customers to make sure that it was ready. And then obviously you've got to productize it correctly. So we've had the product really on the market for about 2.5, 3 years, but we haven't gone out for the big splash sale. We want to control it. Now we're at the ready for mass roll through.
Can you mention any brand owner that uses it today?
No, because we've got none. But I can talk one use case, if you like, because we have lots of non-disclosures. Because it's a hidden technology, most of our customers do not want people to know that it's there, so I apologize for that. But one of our customers is Takeda.
Sorry?
Takeda,
okay.
A large pharmaceutical company, and they had an issue with products which they have as part of the UN's Access to Medicines program. So they give medicines almost free of charge, expensive medicines to third world countries through a UN charity. And they were making them in Austria, shipping them to Germany, Germany to Mexico, Mexico to the doctors out in the sticks, in the bush, and then the product would reappear in another market at full price. And they tested through, so they implemented it, secured them in Austria, then used the technology to move them to Germany, then Germany to Mexico, so scanning in and out all the way through, and then down to the doctors. And then using that technology, they were able to identify the naughty people who were doing the diversion issue. But yeah, we can't talk about who uses it because it's a non-disclosure.
But the cloud you're talking about, is that on your server or is it the brand owner's own server?
So the cloud system's Amazon-based. It's our software running on the customer's instance. So it's per customer. So if you are company A, you're not sharing the same cloud as company B. It's company A's Unisecure system on Amazon services. So there's no cross-contamination, no data links with any of the other customers. It's your own implementation.
Okay, I think that was the signal that we are ready. But maybe we can have a quick look on how it works.
Yeah, sure, we can. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So we have two products here that we bought off a shelf. Okay, they are Similac products from Abbott, and we've just bought them off a shelf. They're an OTC, and if you look, there's two barcodes on the bottom, and they're identical barcodes. Okay, 70074 67439, 70074 67439. So they're identical. One of these has been through our system, which makes it authentic, and one of them hasn't. So for us, that is the suspicious package. So all I'm going to do is on our app, put the product under the scanner. It's gone away, took a picture, run an algorithm, gone to the cloud, and this one has come back as being the authentic one. Now we've got a lot of options here. We can look at track and trace, so where has this been scanned? And as you can see, it's been scanned here, in this area, multiple times today. And there's other elements. We can look at the DNA. When was it put through the system? There's no data on that one. And we can put notes against that if we want to as well. So let's do the other one. So again, I'm just going to put this under the camera. Captured a picture. It's gone away. And that's come back as a suspect. So this one has come back as a suspect product. It's not on our system. therefore you need to do more investigation on those. So again, you can see results, whether it was what your test was, the algorithm we have, what number it would be, the match score, the damage percentage, because obviously barcode's damage, how much damage is in the barcode, and how long it took to authenticate. And it's as simple as that.